Nigeria's equities markets opened the new week in green thanks to shares of construction giant Julius Berger, which rose most on the exchange from about 24 naira 50 kobo to 26 naira 95 kobo, or the end of trading section on Monday, adding about 2 naira 45 kobo. That's about 10% in one day. The all-share index and market capitalization appreciated that very day on Monday by 0.14% to close at 55,605.57 point, and market capitalization at 30.291 trillion naira respectively, as against the preceding trading days. Well, on Tuesday, however, investors lost about 1 billion at the end of trading as the Nigerian Exchange all-share index dipped slightly. But the negative sentiment on Tuesday was reversed on Wednesday as market rebounded with about 107 billion again at the end of trading section, pushing the all-share index up a little bit by 0.35%. The strong positive sentiment, however, was sustained on Thursday's session with a marginal gain of 0.04% as investors pocketed 12 billion naira, while shares of Champion Breweries, Transcorp Living Trust, Mortgage Bank, and others were the most attractive to investors on Thursday. But let's take a look at Friday. What's the market doing? The all-share index closed the market on Friday on a negative note, as the all-share index but that's about 0.05% to settle at 55,794.51 basis point, and market capitalization closed downward at 30.394 trillion naira from the previous of 30.409 trillion naira. So Ambrose, let's where do we begin now? If you look at the on Monday, the index gaining about 3 times out of the 5 trading days.
Actually, at the beginning of the week, I told you that so, we expect to see a mixed market. Yes. And actually, the good thing is that despite the mixed market for the week closed positive. That means the bullish trend we are seeing on a weekly basis continue at the end of the week. For me, it's a good one, knowing that this is also the election season, any season at the same time. But the good news is that, yes, also a mixed trend, but investors are looking to see that this election season come and go so that they'll face reinvestment. And I believe that was what every investor in the market is looking at. Right. And also looking at other variables that are still, pointing where the market is going. Don't forget that this same week that we're reviewing, we saw an uptick, in Treasury bill, on offer rate. That also is another pointer that, yes, there can be some of market reshuffling. People want to look to go of that because of a little kind of increase in rate, about 10% for 264 days, which I believe that a stock can give you 10% a day in addition to your dividend yield. Right. You know what to be. Now that also looking at also expectation of the February inflation figure by next week, and at the same time earnings also, because let me tell you what happened is that all the early filers have released the results. Those that released the results as at January, so that between now and end of March 31st to release their audited account. And many companies on the exchange have notified the market that their board meeting is coming up within this period to announce the final result. And that is what investors are looking at. That's why you see some movement in some stocks, first of all, dividend, and also as Magnan date also coming closer for some companies. You can see what happened in the life of UCAP this period. Despite that, yes, there's a kind of a flat payout. The market tried to put that stock because of the slide in performance, but still try to resist what decline. If at the end of the day that stock still give you like 10% yield, despite the pullback. For me, the market is still very, very strong. There's no cost for alarm. If you look at the moment today on the market, it's still, for me, looking up. That's why investors should not panic because this is really investor market. But for traders like us, what you do, this opportunity to take profits of that enter early before now. Right. Why the investors are taking position right as to speak, but traders are being careful because of what market has gotten to a level. Therefore, that need to play with caution.
It's possible we can start seeing a pullback.
It's possible, but the good thing is that when market pull back in this kind of level, it creates more strength for the market also to rebound, depending on factors that will drive the price. But I believe that as from first quarter, which is as of April, we've seen the first quarter of 2023. Right. That also will shape the market, depending. But on the strength of what has happened in the economy for the past 3 months, even till now, or 2 months till now, we expect to see a missed first quarter result. That also determined, and also the outcome of the redress in the court between the winning faction and those that are still contesting the election. That was
also going to be a factor.
We're going to play out going forward. But there's also what we call post-election rally, when confidence start coming back to the market in the second quarter or the second half of the year, for the market to start breathing out again.
Okay, let's go virtually now. Garba Kofi joins us now, CEO, APT Securities. Thank you for joining us. So I'm sure you've been following what Ambrose was saying, but looking at the market within the week, analysts did envisage that the week was going to be a mixed market, right? So, but let me ask you, what's the major factor responsible for this week, despite hopes of positive earnings in the market? We saw that the market gained 3 days out of 5 trading days of the week.
Well, the truth of the matter that the traders are the ones that gain the market now. They have seen the opportunity to take their profit, and there is no doubt over it. Are going to be marked down to their dividend, and trust it. Once you mark down the stock from the dividend, the next it should go further down. Because there is nothing incentive that will trigger the stock to go up until such a time that the Q1 for the 2023 is released. And that will come around April, middle of April and toward early May. But I don't see any wonders in the Q1. Because when there is no cash, there is no business. Can you pay a laborer by transfer? So if you cannot pay him, there is no work. If there is no work, there is no demand for cement. Even those in the food beverages, like breweries, mineral, you will see that you want to buy a Coca-Cola, you need transfer. So in most cases, the market were expecting to see downtrend for the Q1 2023 because of the squeeze of the cash, which affect the entire economy. Thereafter, the government that is in power is in transit. So we don't expect to see any policy statement that will trigger the economy. They are just marking down, try to round up to wait for the handover. And believe me, even the new government that come will take 2 to 3 months before it's settled. First and foremost, they will come by the end of May. Throughout June, they will spend it try to make sure that the National Assembly put their house in order by electing their leaders and the committees. Thereafter, we expect the president to present the new ministers. And give and take, it can take some time to get it approval and before appointment before. So for me, we are going to see transition from now on to probably July, because what will trigger the market? Nothing. The cash is down. The government is going to be a new government. We need to get a strong policy statement and also the appointees whom we can trust. Right. Thereafter, we expect if there is any change, especially in the asset regulation like CBN, this is coming, then we get another. All what I expect to see from.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's just. So I want to ask you, Kofi, if you see. Of course, you talk about the fact that you're just giving us outlook of what is going to happen at the end of this first quarter. But let's look at the effect now of the election on the general market. Yes, Ambrose did say that we really didn't have that effect. But according to analysts, that the Nigerian general elections tend to be inflection point for Nigeria's financial market. So I would like to get your take on that. So the market was, the positive sentiment in the market was strong before the election. But do you think that the mixed market we're recording now is as a result of the inflection of the Nigerian election?
Well, to some extent, yes, but I can tell you majorly due to the performance of the company for their ended 2022. That would trigger the market. For the election, we have no doubt. The elected president is somebody who is a friend to the capital market, and we believe with the lifting of the NNPC on the pipeline, we believe that this government may not be able to do it, and we have the confidence that the incoming president will ride on that, and thereafter will list the NNPC, and that will be the mother of all the listing. because I expect their capitalization may be more than the entire capital market that is listed today. Just like what Aramco did in Saudi Arabian capital market. We are expecting NBC to repeat its same, and we are expecting the elected president will ride on this. But this is not an issue that can come out now. We are expecting maybe toward the end of the year or early 2020. Anyway, the policy for the market.
Okay. Let me quickly jump in here, Kofi, just so that you can tie it around this idea. If you look at the postponement in the election, a lot of people are also saying that should have or send a bit of code to the market as well, perhaps signaling the fact that there could be strong, or will I say a very contentious litigations ahead. So 1 month postponement perhaps is enough to send some fears in the market, isn't it?
Well, for our market, we are not chess match with the shifting the election. This is not the first time.
Yes, sir.
If you look at it, 2019, 2015, we all got this. So we are familiar with it. What matters to the market is the presidential election, and it's done, and it's confirmed. So that is done. The state is just a local affair that has little impact with the capital market. The major issue is the money. There is no money, and the economy is down and it's bleeding.
Okay.
To even get a transport.
Okay, we'll get to that issue of naira scarcity in a moment. But Ambrose, let me get your final take on this so that we can move to the next conversation.
No, for me, I like you have said it, or in terms of what we expect to see going to the future. I told you that this market is purely investors market, that traders are cashing on it to take profit. That's why we are seeing market oscillation, the mistrend also. For me, the market has gotten to a level, and also in technical analysis, when market go to what we call overbought region, it also give you some. But the good thing is that this overbought region is supported by what? By momentum. Tell you that there are still strength in the market. Or those that are fearful might also be taking profit at this time. But for those that know what they are doing, you need to watch where the market is going. Like I just said that between now and July, we want to see market going down. Well, see that market is likely to pull back. Those that are technical traders see opportunity to go in, and that's why I said in this market, try and up your game and knowledge of what technical analysis. That's why there is no fundamental. This sentiment will go for one industry or individual stock in the market. Your ability to identify those stocks is what make you different. That means you can't say because between now and July, market is likely to correct, you now back out of the market. And also don't forget that also if CBN say they're going to raise almost more than $1 trillion through Treasury bill in the second quarter of the year, this has a role to play also in the market that people also be looking at. Let's play a balanced portfolio, have some fixed income instrument in our portfolio. These are the things I want to play out, but it takes knowledge in investing for you to manage this period to when we see another bull. Right. I believe that market correction won't be as much, but when they pull back, that pullback will give market the strength also to bounce back and surpass where it is today. But everywhere in the world, let's the market to remain in up direction, market oscillate to create opportunity to buy low and sell high. That's why volatility in any market is key.